Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a WZ-111 Model 5A, the Tier 10 Chinese heavy tank. It's located on the south spawn of Ghost Town, and it's under the command of Captain Ashstorm. Yes, he's back at home, convalescing and recovering from COVID-19. Well, last time you saw this heavy tank, it was on Berlin, and he managed to get a high caliber and steel wall. Now, what is he going to get up to in this game? Well, battle started. As before, he's got a 13cm main armament with 490 alpha, penetration of 250mm with standard ammo, and with a premium that goes up to 340mm, which means most of the shots he fires with that one will hit the target and do a lot of damage. Now, the Chinese heavy tank, it actually looks very similar in many ways to a T10 because it's got that V at the front. You can see the little V bar, yeah, which of course the T10s are famous for. But it is basically a Chinese heavy tank, or the Chinese version of the Soviet heavy tanks, because of course they were taking their design cues from what the Soviets were up to. Not to say that it was a cheap Chinese knockoff, but, well, it wasn't exactly original, because after all, the 277 has a 13cm gun as well, doesn't it? Okay, the 430's gone down into the dip, into the pit, which is rather dangerous for him. That one didn't pen, but neither did the IS-4's shot at him. Yeah, going down into the pit can actually be quite dangerous for any tank that does it. They can pop up and take a shot and then pop down into safety, but artillery can fire shots into that pit. So if anyone's in there, they're likely to get splashed. Well, he got 519 hit points in the IS-4 and he blocked the shot that came back. That IS-4 has overextended himself, I think. He may regret his decision. That 430's out around the other side of the houses, so on the west side. No, it's the 430 in the pit. Sorry, I thought for a second he was the other side. That's why we couldn't see him. There's an FV4005 in the distance. Oh, and yes, he got a hit into him. 494 high roll. But he took a round into the gun, which is going to throw off his accuracy. The IS-4 came forward, but bounced around off him again. 440 saved there. He's racked up 1,300 of block damage already. The 430 pops up to take a shot, but doesn't get any damage. And Captain Ashstorm's almost loaded, and before he can actually pull back down, he's taken out the game. So it just goes to show, going into the pit sometimes is not a smart move. Actually, it can be downright stupid. Well, unfortunately, the IS-4 just killed the Object 257 that was next to us. Doesn't really have the armour of the Model 5A, but the IS-4 unfortunately made the big mistake of turning his turret sideways to Captain Ashstorm's gun, and of course he's going to punch a hole straight through it. Going for the top of the 60 TP, didn't get through. There's another 257 on our team, and he's, well, taking liberties by being where he is, and Captain Ashstorm's decided it's just far too busy around this area, so he's going to have to go around and try and attack the guys from a different angle. There's another enemy 257 just across the way, and he's in the open, so he's going to take a round directly into the turret. I think he was hoping for the ammo rack there, but it was 457, which is a low roll. Now, can he get a nice shot into the side? Yes, he's gone. Okay, now we've got the company of a Centurion 7-1. Meanwhile, back at the other end, they're pushing the enemy back. And I think Captain Ashstorm's decided this time that he will join them. Oh, one of our tanks appears to have gone down into the pit. Yeah, it's the 257. I think he's finding it a little difficult trying to get out that pit. As you do. Now, going around these supports, these building supports, got the 60 TP, pumps one into him. 473's angling to try and block the shot, but the T110E3 is being silly, and so is the Object 257. So Captain Ashstorm comes forward and puts the guy out of the game. Actually, it was a 705 was the other guy. They were both trying to hog the spot. Well, Captain Ashtorm's decided he's going to follow the E100 and go around this side. It's a T30 round here somewhere. In fact, there's precious few enemy tanks left at the moment. Only 7 left, but there's still 11 tanks on our team. There's the T30. Always way over by the top edge, and oh, enemy Conqueror gun carriage seen in sight, but he fires on the move, didn't get the hit, and he blocked a shot from the T62, but he couldn't block that shot from the Kampfpanzer 50 ton. And also a shot into the side there. Pumps one into the T30. It's a low roll. Blocks the shot that came back into the tracks. But he is tracked. And he's fixed. Okay, lost his driver. Not sure if he spotted that yet, but it doesn't really matter at this point in the game anyway. Oh, he spotted it now. Some people like to keep the first aid kit for the gunner if the gunner goes down, because it throws off the accuracy and ruins the game. 462, low roll again, but he is a one shot now. Oh, now we just lost the 430 on our team. Was that the GWE-100? It was the GW? No, it wasn't GW. But there goes the T30 on the enemy team. And who was it behind us that went down? Yes, I think it may have been the 430. Okay, we know the Kampfpanzer is up on the top because that's where we were shooting at us from. We've got nobody behind us now because they've all been taken out, and Captain Ashtorm's platoon mate is also in a Kampfpanzer, and he's behind him, so he's covering him from that angle. He's got 4 kills now. Just cycling around so I can get the right readout. That's better. And 4 kills for the Kampfpanzer as well, which means that they're on for brothers in arms if they both survive the battle. T110E3 is coming up the other side, but of course there's also a Super Conqueror over there. He's been seen. Took a round, and I'm not sure how he managed to get that one in. 347, it was a heat round. And he's taking fire from our platoon mate in the distance. He fired one of us this time and he failed. In fact, we've now picked up a steel wall and potentially a spotter badge as well. So things are looking good. Now pop your head up and we'll put a round in to knock you off. Here's a one shot, no doubt about it. Oh, there is the Super Conch. Has to take care of that guy because he is a danger to all of us. 413. Pulls back just behind the rock, just enough to cover him. I think he now has to prioritise the Super Conch and take him out the game. Puts another one in, 423, but took a round from him. And he's now down to just 369, but the Super Conch is gone. And so is the Kampfpanzer, and that means now that there is only one enemy remaining. It's a T100LT and he's at the other end of the map. And in fact, actually, he just got killed by the Jaeger at the other end. So, the end of the game. And 4 kills each on the platoon. Let's have a look at the end of battle results and see how well they did. Welcome to the ace tanker for Captain Ashtorm in the WZ-111 Model 5A. It's the first time he's had an ace tanker in this vehicle. He got scrolls underneath, and I said that he would probably get an ace tanker very shortly, and he did get it. Yep, he finally did get it. And in a tier 10 game. He got a fighter badge for getting at least 4 kills, and he did end up with 4 exactly. He got a shell proof for blocking more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle, a spotter for spotting 1,000 hit points of damage, and a 5 effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He got a brothers in arms. He was in platoon with somebody else who managed to get at least 3 kills. They got 4 each. And he got a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game. And he got a high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. And his win rate from that battle was 8,616. Just goes to show the power of the heat rounds from the WZ-111. Even at tier 10, they are deadly and very effective. In fact, this wasn't a solely tier 10 game. There was tier 8 tanks, I believe, in it as well. Anyway, let's have a look at the team score. Excuse me. Well, he's top of the table, 5,875 hit points of damage. The next high scorer being his platoon mate with 5,035. So they carried the team with just under 11,000 hit points of damage together combined. When it came to kills, yep, they both got the top of the table with 4 kills apiece. And the next high scorer was the Jaegeru with 3 kills. And when it came to base XP, actually it's his platoon mate who came out the best in that one. 1,372, 1,253 went for Captain Ashstorm, and 957 for the E100 on their team. Captain Ashstorm fired 20 rounds, got 16 direct hits, 14 penetrations, damage of 5,875 hit points, of which 1,324 were up more than 300 meters. He received 13 hits from the enemy during the game. 5 of those were penetrations, 8 non-penetrations, and no hits by splash damage. Damage of 3,460 hit points in total that were blocked by armour, and 5 enemy vehicles spotted, 7 enemy vehicles damaged, 4 killed, and 1,130 hit points of damage assistance. On a premium count, he earned 87,470 credits, but he did fire a lot of premium rounds, and because he used premium consumables as well, yeah, he ended up with a loss of 39,739 credits, but he won't worry about that in the slightest. He got 7 bonds and 1,879 XP for the game, 4,700 completing the mission and events, and took away 6,579 experience points altogether. So finally got his ace tanker in the WZ-111 Model 5A. Now he's got to mark it. That's the big deal now, to get the 3 marks on the barrel, and that's going to take a little while. So I'd expect that the next time we see a replay from Captain Ashstorm with the WZ-111 Model 5A, it will be that he's got his first mark, second mark, or his third. But it won't be long, I can tell you that. If you enjoyed that replay, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, and thanks for watching.